Oh, look at this for a name to have on the back of a shirt. The Dad. Would you wear a football shirt out?
Yeah, sort of my old thing. It's like
I'd happily wear it for a little see what it looks like.
All
yeah.
Right. We'll
but
get it down.
I can be honest, it won't be the one I'm going home with. Hello.
Hello, hello, how are you?
Good,
what is the hello from me though? That's
hello,
really
hello.
creepy.
All right.
So, welcome to Classic Football Shirts in London.
It's great, isn't it?
It is overwhelming when you first come in, I think.
It's so much bigger than you think it's going to be.
You've got £500 to spend.
It's mental.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you a shirt collector yourself?
Yeah, I've within reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in Paris for the Paralympics and we found a shop.
Yeah.
And I spent 400 quid and I was like, why have I done that? Because I'm a conflicted shirt collector. So I'll buy them and then I think, well, I can never wear that.
Yeah, because you don't want to ruin it, or you
No,
just don't
yeah.
think you can pull it off?
I've got a friend, he's got a Sampdoria shirt, like from, like a kind of Viali Mancini
Yeah,
era.
yeah.
And he'll wear it to play five-a-side and you're like, this is f***ing disgusting.
No,
mate.
I wouldn't want to tackle him. I'd be like, what are you doing?
No, it's like wearing art.
That is, what a way of saying it.
People say you should put your money in bricks and mortar.
Oh, this is a great investment.
I wonder whether, really, if I time travelled back to 1990, rather than buy a house, I should have bought like a house's worth of football shirts for like 25 quid a pop.
Yeah.
And now you'd just be, I mean, you'd flood the market.
You would, you'd be, you sort of go in high, slowly back down, but you'd still be way in profit. It'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
Dream football shirt. If we could find one today, is one that sticks out?
Plymouth Argyle's 1996 Wembley playoff winning football shirt.
Okay.
But that's rare. Like because I often go on the Classic Football Shirts website and type in the words Plymouth Argyle. I also think with the website, you need to clamp down on bringing up so many XLs because it gets people too excited.
Yeah.
You think, there it is, oh, it's XL. We get it. There's a lot of XLs kicking around. We've all seen it.
Speaking of typing things in on Classic Football Shirts, if you type in the code AwayDays at checkout, you do get 10% off.
Oh,
seamless.
There we go.
That is how you do brand deals, my friends.
Yeah.
Should we get into the store?
Yeah,
Let's do it. Say I was like a property developer, but in here is where it opens up.
Yeah, you're doing the full deal on Dublin.
Just pictures and the stairs over there leading up to the bedrooms.
So something's already taken my site, actually.
Okay, where are we looking? Which part of the store? Is it the Atto Vest?
It's not the Atto. Imagine, no. It's the Zola Palmer.
Okay, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Let's ease in. With the date, we'll do a couple of drinks first with the date before we go to the Zola. Before we get into anything, I can't get you on here. Your obsession with 90s football was shown in quickly, Kevin. We need to talk about that.
I'm in love with 90s football. I'm in love with the past, really.
Yeah.
I suppose, I don't know why I love it so much. I'm actually not that fussed about modern football at all. No,
well, yeah, I feel like it feels a bit cliche to be like at this point, like, oh, VAR, but it is, and I'm somebody who goes to football stadiums to watch games. It's so soulless.
It's incredibly soulless. Plymouth have got too good.
Really good. Like, Morgan Whittaker should not be playing for Plymouth.
I know, but I'm sure he thinks that as well. But yeah, no, there's something about, you know, I suppose you fall in love with football, it feels very different now.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't feel as characterful, as messy, as amateur, all the things I liked. It's a bit like, football's a bit like Coldplay, you know, like, like that first album, I was like, oh yeah, I like this, there's a heart to it, and now it's just like songs for big stadiums.
Yeah, you want, what you want football to be is like Be Here Now's recording, just full of
cocaine.
Full of cocaine, let's have a good time.
60 guitars overlaid on one song.
The song is 12 minutes for no reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Just keep it going.
Yeah.
I want to talk here, straight away, we come into here.
Is that Denmark?
It is Denmark 86.
Yeah, glorious.
What a shirt.
That's beautiful.
So, original, remake.
Right. Is that right?
Yeah. Can you?
Yeah.
This is
you can
definitely.
tell that's printed, right? Oh no, it's not.
Yeah. So this is an official remake, not a fake. No fakes in here.
No fakes.
Yeah.
One question on this.
Go on.
I'm going to end up spending more than 500 quid, and that's my worry.
Oh, well, you straight away you wanted to. Oh, no, wait, no, this isn't. They're both remakes.
Yeah, I don't think that's.
I'm such a fraud, ignore me. So cut that bit where I lied.
No, but they're both beautiful shirts, and the Hummel is a. I think I've OD'd on the 90s.
Okay.
And I've got into the 80s.
Are you going back now? You'll be 70s.
I've just seen something I've actually got.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, this is great. Please go.
That Italia 90 small model of a car.
You've got that?
I've got that.
That's like a collector's piece.
I bought that off eBay.
Okay, so talk me through this. I imagine you're someone who does make a lot of eBay purchases at this point.
I'm collecting all of the Panini sticker albums off eBay.
All of them? What, complete? Or are you trying to...
Complete.
Okay.
Yeah.
Closest I ever got was 2006. So I was like 10 off.
No, so you can buy them complete.
Okay, so do you feel a sense of achievement from that?
Yeah, because I'm collecting the albums.
Okay,
all of the albums.
Yeah.
So I've taken it up a notch.
Collecting the collection.
Collecting the collections.
Yeah, that's a good series now.
Yeah, and so I
hit one track.
Yeah.
It's like, episode 2, he's buying another album.
He's bought another album. Buying stickers back in the day was not. The value of a sticker album is quite low.
Yes. So really weird. Terrible investment.
Completed sticker album, completed Panini, like Football 85.
Yes.
For some reason they're called Football 85 and stuff like that because they clearly couldn't clear Football League or whatever. About 50, 60 quid.
That feels like quite a nice, and it's like almost art.
Almost art, almost art.
I justify shirts as being art that you can wear.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Also, any shirt you like throughout the store, say you were considering it and put it on my arm and you can try it on and you might be yes or no. So anyone...
Okay, well if they're remakes, I'm out.
Okay, yeah, for that reason.
Yeah, I'm going to be a purist today.
Okay, pure football purist. Talking about modern football, I'm guessing you're not overly keen on modern shirts then?
So I buy the Plymouth ones.
Do you every year?
Yeah, I try to.
Can't believe you're not on the gifting list at this point.
I was at one point. Don't know what's gone wrong there.
The club got too big.
Yeah, I know, exactly. No, I buy them, but I buy them to put away. So, because I think wearing the current shirt, it's a bit naff, isn't it?
Yeah, I also think this.
Yeah, so you're almost buying so that in 20 years' time you own the 2024 shirt.
Do you get a player's name or just plain?
No, just plain.
Okay, your stance, you shouldn't wear a player's name above the age of 20.
I just think you grow up. I think really.
Let's completely disregard this entire section over
No, I think that's fine though, because that's like...
Because it's cool?
Old football shirts.
Yeah.
But I think for a man in his 40s to be wearing the name of a 21-year-old is...
It's a bit weird.
You're close to being put on a register.
Hard drive.
Yeah. The signs were there. Yeah. He was hiding in plain sight.
No, like you've got a wonder kid, Lamine Yamal on his back.
That's a very good example.
Okay, I get you now. Yeah. I just looked up there. I could see a previous episode we had with Rob, co-host of your podcast, Parents in Hell. Podcast is ridiculous, like massive. Did you, when you started it, anticipate it just doing what it's done, like selling out arenas and stuff? It's
crazy.
That
would have been mad, and we'd have made more clever financial agreements before we had to discuss how it worked in arenas. No, it's like any band, isn't it? You don't presume you're. Well, I suppose if you start a band, you don't think we're going to headline Glastonbury, but there's a part of your brain that think we could headline Glastonbury.
Okay.
So everything you do is probably not going to work out.
Yeah, you need a few misses before the hits.
Well, also, 99% of things aren't going to be massive. So if you hope that it's going to be massive, you're going to go mental. This
section I'd like you to flick through here. At the end, there's a couple there which might
oh my word. So that's got XL written all over it. Double XL? Who's that for? So I had this. I had this in what I have this in small.
Okay.
So this
and I imagine that even with the 90s fit was still probably quite baggy with a small.
Yeah, I had this and this was the 1997-98 shirt. Oh no, it says 99-2000. I don't know if I agree with that.
Are you going to call? So you're taking CFS to challenge on that?
No, I mean they must be right. Yeah, so Evening Herald started sponsoring us in 1998.
Okay.
So maybe this, I think this might be 98 to 2000.
Oh yeah, because back in the day of the 2-year home
they
shirt.
do 2-year home shirt.
Yeah.
So this would have had Mick Heathcote. This was the Mick Jones was the manager, and Carlo Carazin and Adrian Littlejohn. All these names that
I've heard of Adrian Littlejohn because he sounds like I always think he sounds like someone from a nursery rhyme. Adrian Littlejohn.
He wasn't very good.
Okay.
He was quite fast. He scored 10 goals a season up front.
Is it weird right now with Plymouth? You're probably, weird to say, one of the best Plymouth teams of all time. Right now, Morgan Whittaker having an offer from Lazio. Also, how do you think he reacts to being told no, you're not going to Rome, you're staying in Plymouth?
I think that was the right decision for him. Yeah, because I think going to Lazio is a weird.
It's a weird move.
Weird move.
Plymouth to Lazio maybe will be on like in 10 years' time. Like, remember when this happened?
Yeah, I mean, how many English players have gone to Italy and succeeded? Very few.
The only one,
David Platt,
and maybe Tamori.
Yeah. So I don't know. It was a last-minute move. And it's not like the move's not going to happen. I think.
He will get a move. I'm surprised he didn't go to like Ipswich this window, or Burnley went in for him, didn't they?
Yeah, we lost our goalie, so Mike Cooper.
Mike Cooper, great goalkeeper.
So I think it was brilliant. So I think it was probably a case of we can't lose both of our big money players.
Have you been to any Plymouth Exeter derbies?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay, and what is the atmosphere like?
I mean, it's pretty tame compared to.
Is it like even Exeter's big bank? Yeah, it's not the old firm, is it?
Yeah. It's not a bubble match, do you know what I mean? It's not like the Cardiff fans who have to get in a bus from Cardiff and...
Was it Newcastle Sunderland where someone punched a horse?
Yeah.
So you're not getting... The horses are safe in Plymouth?
People in Devon like wildlife too much to punch a horse. This Bond Timbers, that is a great shirt. But that's quite modern, isn't it?
Yeah, I feel that's too modern for you.
12, 13. So this was at the peak of our kind of plummet.
I was going to say, that's not screaming championship to me.
No, so this was almost going out the league.
Well, I thought Plymouth were in League Two.
Yeah, so brief potted history of the 21st century of Plymouth. Paul Sturrock takes over about the turn of the century.
Yeah.
Gets us up, basically 2 leagues, leaves just before we get to the championship. Ian Holloway gets us to 4th at Christmas.
Holloway was loved, wasn't he? He was loved.
Yeah, and then he left.
So I'm just like Ronaldo's about to take a free kick, and I don't know what's still
I'm not one of those people that's too tribal.
Yeah.
And people who like really resent people, like Stephen Schumacher left for Stoke, and people are like, he's dead to me, blah, blah, blah. And I kind of, maybe it's because of the job I do, you kind of go, I get it, because he's got a family, and he's got to earn a living, and he's from the Northwest. And Ian Holloway left for Leicester and no one ever forgave him, but I'm quite forgiving of those things, I think.
And he went on to have a good career.
I don't think any person who comes to your club, who's got no prior connection to your club, then is like, owes your club something in the sense of...
No.
But I thought he bled green, come on.
It's like we had Leeds, we had Brendan Aronson from America come in. And we got relegated and he went on loan to play in the Champions League. And people were like, I was like, of course, you did the same thing. What?
Yeah.
You play away at Stoke when you are of course, away at Stoke. But he was playing away like Barca.
Yeah.
You're going to do that. So
I've had a lovely 12 years on last leg. If Netflix offered me 4 times the fee, I'm going. Do you know what I mean?
It's an exclusive. That's going to be at the top of the Daily Mirror. It's like...
Netflix, come and get me, please. But it's not going to happen, obviously. But do you know what I mean? It's like, you've got to look after your family, you've got to look after your life. But there you go.
If another rival store comes in for me.
Exactly. You could be doing this around Selfridges.
Oh, could you imagine? Selfridges, if you are watching. Are any of these going to tickle your fancy?
Well, I really like that, but that's XXL.
Yeah, you can't. It's not even one you could tuck in and get away with.
Well, your part of you is then going, can I get it taken in? But then I don't know what the ruling is on that.
I don't know. I feel like the football shirt purists would really be not keen on that, but who cares?
Yeah.
I really want to get you in the Eto vest, personally.
Yeah, of course. I'm happy to put that on. This, obviously, is the classic sponsor, Ginsters.
Ginsters. I always said Ginsters, but someone got really angry with me and said, no, it's Ginsters.
This is a medium.
Okay, could that work?
Yeah, that would definitely work.
The Plymouth Brazil shirt.
Well, you know, Pele played a game at Home Park.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Okay, talk to me about this.
Santos came over here in the, what would it have been, 60s or 70s?
Yeah.
And he was playing for Santos and they played a game at Home Park. I can't remember why they played Plymouth in a friendly, but they did. And so that's one of the kind of big...
That's amazing.
If there was a Plymouth Argyle Museum. That would take quite a large part of it.
Is there not a stadium tour for Plymouth Argyle? I can't imagine you go on it.
No.
I wonder what level you have to be to get a stadium tour.
I don't know. I suppose the finances of that would be quite tough.
It's quite hard to uptake.
How many people a day are you taking around Home Park Stadium tour?
What's the closest airport? Bristol?
Exeter.
Exeter has an airport?
Yeah.
Oh, Plymouth doesn't, so
no, I know.
Let's get the tribalism in that one.
Well, yeah, exactly.
So it's going back.
Well, no, keep that.
Okay, on the
well,
arm.
Don't tell anyone,
just
but the first game I ever went to was an Exeter game.
Was it?
Yeah.
A few people might see this.
I've said it before. But we then went to watch Argyle versus Nottingham Forest in the League Cup, because we live kind of
So were you on the
equidistant.
Were you a free agent at this point? So you could have went to Exeter, or you could have been a Plymouth fan.
Yeah, I was a Liverpool fan.
Okay.
Like, in the way that
Yeah.
And so I'd have been 7 or 8. We went to Exeter. It was the year they won the Division 4 in 1990, and then we went to Plymouth and they were playing Nottingham Forest in the Littlewoods Cup, or whatever it's called, the League Cup. And I got Brian Clough's signature, and it felt like a huge stadium. So I'm a glory hunter.
I love that you got Brian Clough. I think he's the best manager of all time.
Yeah, he's amazing.
And I know that sounds really like a hipster take from someone of my generation. It's him or Bielsa, but like honestly, just
yeah,
like what he did, 2 European Cups with Forest, and then
incredible. The league with Derby, and like
didn't work out at Leeds, but that's fine.
Didn't work out.
Great movie though. Martin Sheen, what a job he does.
Yeah, Michael Sheen.
Martin
Sheen would be good.
Martin Sheen on the job. This section is the Legends section. Great Legends of the game, but I, like yourself actually, would like to talk about more niche players.
Yeah.
You might be sick of talking about Ali Dyer.
I'm not sick of talking about Ali Dyer.
Because obviously it's like a weird Leeds thing as well. He genuinely nearly scored. Like it was like an actual decent chance, which is so fascinating to me. But how, even though it was like still closer to being more pure, still cannot fathom how it happens.
What do you mean?
Like how he blags it.
Well, I think genuinely it was a string of things that happened. There was an injury crisis, so he just got fast-tracked. In the old days, people didn't have mobile phones, they didn't have the internet. You know, there's an air of, like people are just excited by foreign footballers in the Premier League.
World Cups, signing players purely off a good World Cup performances.
Yeah, we had Taribo West at Plymouth.
What, a football manager, wonder kid. Or was he Championship manager back then?
He was probably Championship. Oh, I'll tell you what the best Championship manager player we had at Plymouth was Cherno Samba.
Yeah, he is the one. Whenever people name, was it Tonton Zola? Was he another one?
Tonton Zola Makuku, yeah. I don't know what happened to him. And there was one my Championship manager was 97, 98. And there was a player called Tommy Svindal Larsen. Me and my friend Tom Crane have always had this idea of doing a show where we track down all the players that were Championship manager legends but not real legends, and then put on a match where they play each other.
That's really good.
Yeah, do you know what? And in the old day, we had that idea about 5 years ago. You're like, well, you're never getting that on TV. But now it's not about TV.
Just get it on YouTube.
Yeah, get it on YouTube.
They'll put anything on YouTube. That's how I make a living.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, this guy.
We could get it sponsored by Classic Football shirts, and then they'd wear the classic shirts.
I cannot say how much they would definitely be up for doing that as well.
All right, well, let's do it.
I would say CFS if you're watching, but they have to approve it. So
yeah.
If they cut this section out, then sorry.
Okay, I'll watch it. If this bit's in, that's contractually obliged that we're doing it.
But do you know where Ali Dyer? Where is he? Does anyone know? You really went into it deep, right?
So me and Dara did a podcast just about it, and the producer contacted him, and he exchanged some emails, but he would always give them the runaround just after. I don't think he likes the fact that's defined his life, which is difficult.
Yeah, because what was he expecting? Do you think part of him thinks, I'm gonna make a name, and this is it? Do you think he's thinking he's gonna make it, or do you think it's like, because say he scores that chance?
It comes back to bite you. Do you think if you score in your first game as a striker, you basically get a contract?
Yeah, I think you do. Yeah. Especially if they've got an injury crisis.
But surely they can just see that you can't run.
But like they saw him in training before. Like, people have spoken.
Well, he wasn't a nobody. He wasn't me. He played for Bishop Auckland, and so he wasn't like. He'd be a much better footballer than I don't know how good you are.
Yeah, honestly, anyone would be a better footballer than me.
Yeah. He'd be if you took him to, I don't know, like to a five-a-side game with your mates, he'd be way better than everyone.
Okay. I want to talk about the legend section anyway. We'll come round to this.
Can I talk about that Zola one?
You can talk about it now. Oh, do you want me to go? I'll bring the stick of truth. Sounds very daunting, that, doesn't it? Just nearly knocked someone out with a stick. Oh. Sorry. Do you want me to grab it?
I can grab it. I've always wanted to do that kind of thing.
Have you?
What do you hook?
So you see the bottom of the...
That bit?
Yeah, go for it. There we go.
Oh, look at that. That's
bam. And it's a small.
And it's a small... That might be too small for me. Oh, look at that Velcro.
Yeah. Velcro on a football shirt.
So my parents went to Italy in the summer of '96.
Okay.
And Parma was my team.
Because of just
choosing them watching Football Italia.
Yep.
Because you just randomly chose one, right?
Yeah.
Because you didn't know any of the places or any of the histories of the clubs. And I asked them to get me a Parma shirt, and they did, really nice. But they didn't know, so they didn't have a Puma thing on it. They just bought one of those fake ones you get.
Oh, have you still got it?
No.
Imagine that's not surviving a few washes anyway.
No, exactly.
Don't tumble dry a football shirt. That's one of my main suggestions.
So this is incredibly
it's like a
evocative for me. Yeah, and obviously that's a great name on the back.
Probably the best name.
Yeah, I think that's almost certainly
on the arm. Let's get it on the arm.
Oh, that's going on the arm.
Yeah. I'll let you flick through the rails.
You want me to wear the Eto thing, do you?
If you want, I'm not a fussy word for it. If you think it's something you'd consider.
I'd happily wear it for a little see what it looks like.
All
yeah.
Right. We'll get it down.
I can be honest, it won't be the one I'm going home with.
Well, you can go in with several. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
But also,
I had this.
Okay. Oh yeah, because of your Liverpool phonus.
I bought that for 12 quid.
Yeah, it's not. Guess the price now.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You should have invested in football shirts, not bricks and mortar. I mean, that is not even a Legends. That's in the wrong slot, isn't it? You've got to be kidding me. On the end. Who the hell is Hudson of West Bromwich Albion? 95, 97. I'd say the Legends is a broad name.
Yeah, it's a very useful.
Who in the name of God is Hudson?
I don't know. There's some of them on there. There was a...
What a legend.
Yeah, they need to change this. They just
at least put that on the end. So
Having Gascott. Okay, so we need to. Let's talk about Italia '90 then. That tournament. Was it the first time you maybe cried at football?
I didn't cry because the night England went out, I was on a family trip to watch the Rolling Stones at Wembley.
It sort of softens it.
Yeah. So my dad was a huge Rolling Stones fan, so we all went. I was 7. We all went to Wembley to watch them. My first gig. And it was the night England lost to West Germany. The first time I cried. What?
Were you getting updates throughout the game? Were they showing it?
No one had a phone.
So no one knew? Yeah, if you cared, you wouldn't have been there, let's be honest. It's like, anyone at the stadium that cares really is gonna, I don't know actually.
What would you do now?
What if, say, I've got Oasis tickets next year.
Yeah.
And I don't have internet access and England are in the semis.
You're not gonna have internet access if you're in the Wembley Stadium with 90,000 people.
No, it's terrible. And it's sponsored by EE, what are they doing?
Yeah.
I'd have to go to Oasis.
I think you probably would, actually, yeah.
Yeah. So talk to me about the first time you cried then. I've cut you off for tears, I want to hear them.
Strangely, I think it was actually before that. And I don't know if I was even that into football, but I was nominally a Liverpool fan and they lost the last minute.
When Arsenal won it?
When Arsenal won it in 1989. And I always found that quite difficult to deal with when it became the centre point of Fever Pitch. I also cried. I don't cry that often at football. I probably never will again.
Maybe winning would bring you. Well, Plymouth gets to the Premier League. Although you're sort of done with it, aren't you? How does he feel?
No.
They win the FA Cup.
I just don't think that's crying, is it? That's just fun.
What? Well, Leeds got to Wembley, for example, this year. And I'd never seen Leeds at Wembley. March On Together came on, and I teared up a little bit.
I think there'd have to be music playing.
What is Plymouth's song?
So, oh my God. So we come out to a song called Semper Fidelis, which is, do you want me to play it for you?
Yes, please. Could you sing it?
No, because it's orchestration.
You know what the weirdest one is? Salford come out to a spoken word poem.
Do they?
Yeah.
I think it's, so we come out to this.
We're at Disneyland. That's nice.
It's nice, isn't it?
But the fans going, I can picture us going.
Well, the team's coming out, so it's more of a, come on.
Oh, tough. It'd be like a lovely little.
Yeah, no.
It's Devon, isn't it?
Apart from when Neil Warnock was the manager, when he insisted on "Simply the Best" by Tina Turner.
What, you David Brent? That's so good.
So that's beautiful.
A large chunk of your budget with that one is my problem with that.
Well, we already know I'm going over budget. That is incredible.
Oh, see, talking about tribalism now, would you wear the Scotland shirt?
No, but as I've said, I wouldn't wear any of these shirts because they're too expensive. I just look at it now and again. Does that say Hendry 5? That's great, isn't it?
No commentators having a problem with that.
No. Look at that tartan. It's so on the nose for Scotland to have a tartan shirt.
I think they should bring it back. Do you know what I can't look past this quickly, sorry. Kappa. It was so unfair bringing Kappa in for people like who aren't an athlete. It's so tight. Like the Italy 2000s, 2004 stuff.
The Totti, yeah, I picture Totti in tight.
Yeah, you can picture him in it, but no one wants to picture me in it.
Oh, look at this for a name to have on the back of a shirt. The Dad.
That's good.
That's cool,
great,
isn't it?
That is great. I actually...
not a very good footballer though, was he? But
nah, shame about that. Yeah, he was at Leeds for a little bit. And
yeah, he was, of course.
Then went to Man City and then nothing ever bad happened to him ever again.
No, of course.
Famously.
So these Man U ones are obviously this one.
The famous game.
The famous one.
And wasn't it Southampton players didn't even realise until after the game that they changed?
Yeah, Letizia didn't realise.
Yeah, what makes you think?
And that's a man who's very aware of what's going on. More aware than you or I of what's happening in the world.
I can just, as soon as you picked it up and mentioned his name, it's just the image of him with that smug little look looking up to the sky.
Poor bloke. So that's the, have you seen the publicity photo for this?
No. And I feel like that was really bad that I shouldn't.
This is these colours because of Newton Heath. And there's a publicity photo for it that they're all dressed, they've all got moustaches. Like 19 whatever, 100 moustaches, including Ferguson. He's wearing a fake moustache.
They got him to do it?
They got him to do it. It's an incredible photo.
Because I really don't think people realise like how annoying, the younger generation have no idea how annoying Manchester United were. Yeah. They won all the time.
But they didn't when you consider Man City. Like, they only won the league 3 times in a row once.
Okay,
whereas Man City have won what? They won 6 in a row? No, they can't have won 6.
Do you know what I think now when we talk about the purity of football? I don't think Man City are going to have many club legends. They replace a great player with another great one, so how do you get attached to anyone?
I know, it's still Sean Gower for me.
Still Sean Gower, Paul Dickov.
Yeah.
King Cladsey.
Yeah, we're going through Man City now.
They're my fun fact, that Leon shirt every time I come out. So it's sponsored by Everest Poker, so they made the floor of it a casino floor. That is supposed to be a casino floor.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
And people tried to claim betting's taken over football.
Yeah. So England, really, this is where it's at.
Okay, yeah. And if we're going to talk about England section, we may as well get a little plug in for the tour as well.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Not a cup of tea?
Yeah, we should get a plug in for the tour. I've forgotten why I was here.
I want to, just plug away.
I'm doing all of Britain, not just England.
Okay.
So I'm going to England.
Oh, the amount of times that people
I'm going to Ireland.
Yes.
And I'm going to...
Scotland?
No, I'm not going to France. And I'm going to Scotland.
What about Wales?
Yeah, but we haven't come across any of them, have we? Am I going to Wales? I'm sure I am.
Oh, yes.
There you go. Oh, so...
You go to Wales. What a shirt that is.
Do you know Ellis James? He's got this. And
he has the exact one?
Yeah, I've seen him wearing it.
He'd be a good guest, Ellis James.
He'd be brilliant. He's got all of the Wales shirts.
All of them?
Like he's got, well, maybe not all of them, but so many old Wales shirts.
That's fantastic.
It's mad.
Okay.
And I bought him as a gift a match-worn Wales shirt.
What player?
And it had number 3 on it, I think. And then it arrived, and it came with a letter of authenticity from Clayton Blackmore, who was the player.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's really
And then
good.
I felt bad. Because you're like, oh, Clayton Blackmore's selling off his shirts.
Yeah, it's always a bit sad when the player's selling them. You're like, what's gone wrong?
Yeah.
So there's people that like...
Well, it's not even that anything's gone wrong. It's that they were playing football at the wrong time. So they just didn't make loads of money.
Yeah, because then, I didn't even think about that. That they have to.
Like they were making So when, yeah, they would have been making £1,000 a week or whatever, which is obviously great money, but it's not a whole life's worth of money.
So people that started YouTube...
Unless they'd invested it in football shirts.
So people that started YouTube and a podcast in 2012 compared to starting one in 2022.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But the tour, anyway. Cool.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Not my cup of tea.
Yeah, stand-up tour. Yeah. Come and see it. Yeah. I think with the stand-up tour, what is there to say? It's funny. If you've got this far in the video, you probably like me, so come and see it.
Yeah.
If you don't like me, why are you watching this video?
Linked in the description.
Yeah. See, there's another classic.
See, there's good dragon on the shirt because it's Welsh. Nice.
Come and see me in Cardiff and Swansea. That kind of thing. What have I got then? So far on my arm. Yeah. You've currently got the Ecto one. Has that got Nakata on the back? But we're not going to factor this into the budget because there's absolutely no chance you're spending £200 on this. We've got Zola. That feels like this is the banker. This one that couldn't fail. But I think that's small, isn't it? I think it'll fit large. Do you? I think it'll go to medium Plymouth. And then we've got Gaza. That's a remake, but that is a classic. That's not a remake. Is it not? No. What year is that then? Is that the World Cup winning shirt? Do you want to know what the worst one of it is? So what's going on with that double? Yeah, and look at that one as well. That's how it was originally. It's terrible. It's terrible, isn't it? But I don't know why it is like that. Such a shame it's a large. Why was everyone so big? Yeah. See, for me, we've got like Italian 90s throwback here now. This is that just screams Gary Lineker to me. So is that real? Yes. And is that an Italian 90s shirt? Yeah, pristine condition, original. Wow. That's cool, isn't it? Yeah. Whoa. You just skipped over the best goalkeeper shirt of all time. Look at this for a Leeds goalkeeper shirt. I think that is great. That is. Who's that? Is that Nigel Martin or is that John Lukic? Lukic, I feel, with more no name on the. This is also a bit check. Is that? But would you ever buy a goalkeeper shirt? Who's buying a goalkeeper shirt? The padding on the shirt, the padding on the arms is the problem, right? Would you wear that out? You can't, can you? Would you wear a football shirt out? Yeah, sort of my old thing. It's like. But what scenario? Just like if I'm out and about, you know. I wouldn't wear it on a date. No. Okay. If I'm going to the shop. Yeah, shop. Yeah. Pub with mates? Yeah. Well, if it's a cool one. So like my whole, the 90s cool pub ones. Or cool shirt? Cool, not a Cole Palmer. Cool. 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 Yeah, shirt or pub? Oh, shirt. Right, okay. Wait a minute, you said Cool Palmer. Oh, like, Cool Palmer? Yeah. No, I wear, I just feel really judged now. No. You couldn't wear it on a date. That's a classic. No, I wouldn't wear it on a date. That's a classic. JJB. Yeah, that is Charles and Zogbia. Yeah, just so many memories, isn't there? That is probably, even though I'm a Leeds fan, you have to pretend, I don't like them. One of the best football shirts of all time. Yeah. And it does scream Steve Bruce to me. Yeah, and I want to talk about Steve Bruce a little bit. Yeah, okay. So you're fascinated by Steve Bruce's, the novels. Yeah, and I've spoken to him about them. Yeah, so I haven't listened, I've never listened to the episode of Quickly Kevin with him. I feel like it would ruin him getting the joke. He was lovely. Yeah, he seems like a really lovely bloke. And he did really write 3 murder mystery novels set in the world of football in the late 90s. Is it the first or second one where he gives away the killer like 3 lines in? Striker? Yeah, it's the original person you think it's going to be in the first. Right in there. But that's the ultimate twist, isn't it? Talking of the increasing cost of football shirts, the Striker books go for up to £1,000. Why? Because they're just such a niche collector's piece. Because there's only about 300 of them probably in existence. It's like Alan Partridge at the end of I'm Alan Partridge. And also, a football shirt, you can see the football shirt by Googling it. The only way to read those books is to have the originals. So do you have a copy? I don't know. But someone sent them to us and photocopied them when we did Quickly Kevin. Okay. Podcast, which is a 90s football podcast. Yes, so this must be your, this must invoke so many memories. And we're in UK clubs now. So flick through. You've got a good selection on my arm right now. Middlesbrough, great. I love that. See, I like that because that's the badge early, being in there as well. Yeah. The badge being in the own print is great. Yeah, we had area Plymouth for a while. Rangers. Another goalie shirt and Andy Gorham. A lot of Rangers. Yeah, a lot of Rangers. The problem is, I could never wear. I wore one Rangers shirt on a shoot once, and the comment section was not fun. No, I bet it wasn't. Very tribal. Very tribal. Very tribal. Yeah. Do you like that? Bad era of Leeds. First football shirt I was ever bought. Is it? Yeah. Is that Exeter? City. Exeter. Oh, look at that sponsor. Right. What is going on? There's nothing. That is incredible. Like, look at the name at the match winner. 92-93 Exeter shirt. I'm half.
Imagine.
What? How can? A few things. How have Exeter got Carling? How's that happened?
This is Pete Carling. This is when they sponsor the Premiership, isn't it?
Yeah. The so they sponsored the Premiership and Exeter, and that can't be. Has that gone wrong in the wash?
That is how it would have been. Imagine wearing that. It's difficult
to say on camera how heavy that is.
It's exactly, anyone watching, it's exactly the feel and material as what you think it would be.
Yeah.
It feels awful. I could get that for John Beer, maybe.
You should. Shall I put it on and you can send him a photo?
Yeah, a bit of tribalism for you there.
Yeah.
That's great. He'd hate that so much.
I might buy it just to take it out of circulation.
World clubs, this is where you'll thrive, and I've already seen one I want to talk about. This Roma shirt.
Wow, look at that. I don't remember that. When's that?
It's a training shirt from 95, 96.
Yeah, that's
I thought it was going to be different.
Oh, I like it though.
Do you?
Oh.
Kelme.
I thought that was going to be Fiorentina.
I'll let you keep going through it, and I've seen another one there's some, here, yeah, what a shirt that is. Fantastic shirt. Venezia are here as well. They're a very hipster club now, but this is one of their retro shirts before they became a hipster club, the Venice team.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
So what's that?
Milan.
Oh, look at that. 400 quid.
What a bargain, and it would only be 360.
2 words, mate. XL. No, thank you.
Actually was 2 words twice there.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah. How's that?
You know what I find fascinating? That's 400, but Brazil's 1978 home shirt there is only 300.
That's not real though, is it?
It is, yeah, an original.
What?
Every shirt here is original.
It's not a remake?
Not a remake. That's a shirt that's...
But what about those Denmark ones?
They were reissues, so they're a different thing. They were official reissues from Hummel.
Right.
That is the Adidas original Brazil shirt from the 1978 World Cup.
How did they do in 1978? Not very well.
They won it, I think.
No, Argentina won it in 1978.
Oh, yeah. I thought I've just thrown it out there and hoped it was right. I think they won it, actually. And if you wouldn't have challenged me, I'd have just got away with it.
Yeah. That's amazing, that Brazil one.
Do you want me to get it down?
Yeah.
Right, here we go.
I'm so tempted to get the Exeter one just for the...
It would be amazing. Imagine how much that will irk people as well with the tribalism. Yeah. Also, for the try-on...
So I only allowed 4 items in the changing room. You worried I'm going to nick them? Could
you imagine? It would be the perfect way to do it. No one would expect it.
No one would expect it.
You leave and it starts buzzing. You're like, yeah, it wouldn't be him.
What fit is that?
I don't mind the fit. Is that bad? It's a bit Jay from the In-Betweeners. Yes, I would. Right, can I? I'm going to take.
I mean, that is billowing.
I'm going to send a photo of this to John Beer right now. Would you wear the Stone Park?
Not having a bloody beer with the chairman wearing this.
Peasants. Oh, yes.
I feel like Ali G.
Okay, that's... Let's see the back.
It's nice that, isn't it? But I don't know, it's 400 quid.
Yeah. So, just the slow walk back in as well. You spent it's 400 quid and you like that. Back in.
This is everything. So much so I'm going to put the glasses on.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Come on. There we go.
That is the one that I've wanted in 1996.
Every episode everyone gets one pick. I'm like, that is the one.
That's great, and I love it. An absolute piece of shit from a terrible club.
So, thank you very much for coming on.
It's an absolute pleasure.
I love the Brazil shirt purchase. And
yeah, me too. I'm delighted. I almost went home with an Exeter City shirt. What a rush of blood to the head. But thank you.
Yeah, people do sort of lose their mind a bit.
Yeah.
Every guest that comes on, I get them to suggest someone. Anyone that comes to mind?
Romesh would be good.
He would be good.
Because he needs the exposure.
This is the platform to do it. This is his big break, I think.
This could be great. I think Ellis James is the king of the Welsh retro shirts.
Yeah,
he'd be great to get on.
Yeah, we could probably source him a Welsh shirt he hasn't got as well. That'd be quite fun.
Yeah.
If anyone could do it, it's these guys.
Yeah.
You'd hope so, if not them just completely.
You should do a Leeds one with John Richardson.
He's been suggested twice now. We should do that. That'd be great.
There we go.
Okay, well, thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Make sure to check out Josh's tour in the description. And also, if you want to save 10% at Classic Football Shirts, use the code AwayDays at checkout. And also, you can win yourself a £50 voucher for Classic Football Shirts if you comment Josh's best purchase on this video and like and subscribe. I've been Ellis. It's been Josh. Ciao, ciao. Bye.
Bye.